What's going on, everybody?
Oh, I'm like,
Where are you? You're right there.
Here.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, panel.
Good morning, Hive. Morning,
Good
Rich.
morning, Brick World.
Morning,
The intro is a little different. I made it a battle intro. I'm trying to switch up the intros a little bit. I know every week they're different, but I'd like to try and do more scenes instead of just showing everybody just kind of standing there. But it's not easy because I feel like the only scenes I can make is just battles, and I don't want everybody to fight every week. So, anyways, real quick, let's bring in our special co-host for the day, Lights, Camera, Lego. What is going on?
Hey, nothing much. Is it good?
I forget how you guys do the microphone stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's muted, but I can hear her.
Okay.
Yeah, she pulls it from my phone.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. It is the end of the month, so we don't really have a specific topic. We're just gonna probably just talk just about anything. I guess we're just randomly whatever comes to mind. If anybody in the chat has anything they'd like us to kind of chit chat about, or
including today, you got 5 days to get that money right before all these sets drop.
Yeah. So
you talking about me?
All y'all, everybody.
I think Rich was just generally just talking to everybody. You got 5 days to get your right.
And
Your
I'm
money right.
Videos of every one of y'all on March 1st getting at least the village or the cottage. Y'all are all wrong.
No.
Y'all
I gotta tell you, I've been pulling myself back and forth about the cottage. Because from the front and everything it looks beautiful, magnificent. But and I know it sounds petty, man, but just that open back just really messes me up. Anyways, you okay over there, Brick Babe? What's going on?
Rich kicked me out.
I didn't do nothing.
Yes, you did, Rich. Don't start.
I was like, I know it can't be your internet because Mo's right there.
Rich kicked me out, everybody.
Let's just go ahead and say something first of all. Is we don't know that it is her internet. It could be Mo could be doing fine because she knows what she's doing. Maybe could be the issue.
Well, I guess we should shoot Mo a message next time Brick Babe has some internet issues and be like, hey, how you doing?
Rich's pants are on fire. That's all I'm gonna say.
So yes, it is the end of the month, and that means it is going to be the member giveaway time. Members, this is what you have a chance to win today. It's a poly bag win, but it's 3 different types of poly bags. So you can win this Christmas Fun VIP add-on pack, which has got a lot of really rad pieces in it.
I really like that. Like, I forgot what they're called in there. The hat that has like the stuff on the side of it.
Oh yeah.
The Uncle Hetty hat.
Yeah, that's I was trying to think from Christmas vacation, right? Yeah. Jurassic Park polybag, and then this Ninjago fig.
Dude, I bought so many of those Jurassic Park polybags whenever they went to like $2 a piece. All I wanted was the baby raptors and the eggs.
Oh yeah, there's some, and then that's a print, I think, too, right? I think I've bought this thing 2 or 3 times, and every time I get it, I always end up giving it away. So I don't even have that print. But so yes, members, this is the member prize for today. Sorry, I was trying to remember what I was ready to say. All right, before we get into the intros, just wanted to say hello to the replay gang. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. So much. Please go into the description and you will find links to the co-hosts. I do apologize, Mel. I forgot at the last minute that you were going to be on here. So, but if you go to the last Good Morning Brick World, you can find Mo's link to her channel. And after the show, I'll put her link in the description for this video as well. So yes, please go and support them. Go sub and definitely help them out. If you'd like to support the channel, you can become a member or do a donation or other random things that you can do to support the channel. If you'd like to have your Sigfig in the intro, my PO box is in the description. You can send that, and I will definitely put that in the intro because I do believe I saw Andre say something about that. I think he said something about he wanted to send a Sigfig for the intro, and it's not just the intro. you know, when I do like city updates, stop motion stuff or whatever, you know, it's always in the background. You know, sometimes they have even interaction into the video. But yes, if you'd like to have your Sigfig in the intro, definitely send it to my PO box.
Speaking of Sigfigs, you want to see something exclusive?
I definitely would like to see something exclusive.
So let me see if I can. Hopefully this pulls up. Hopefully.
While you're
so, you know how like this was the old, you can see that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need him anymore because we got the new.
Oh,
right
nice.
on, man. Excellent.
Why is it so dark?
I don't know, and it's kind of a little fuzzy too.
And fuzzy.
Yeah, I need to get off my butt also and get my Sigfig stuff going. I was trying to figure out the best place to go. I was asking around a little bit because I'm not making 500 of them, you know. So I'm not even making them complicated. I was even just going to do the torso, but I don't know if I might as well just do the whole 9 yards. Because the only thing that's going to be really unique is the torso, and then I was going to have my tattoo on one of the arms. So yes, let's go ahead and get into the intros. Redmond Bricks, what is going on? How you doing? It doesn't show it on here, but I did want to acknowledge Get the Brick became a member. So thank you so much, Get the Brick. I appreciate you very much. I know it's not on the stream, but I will go ahead and do let's not do that. Let's do Voltron.
Activate interlock. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up. Mega thrusters are go. Let's go, Voltron!
Yeah, Voltron. So let's see. Redmond Bricks, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Good morning. Rob Claxton says, "What's going on? Good morning, Brick World gang."
Get it wrong again. It's Cooker Claxton.
Hope you're doing well, Rob. Hoarder 66. Will, what is up, man? How you
Morning, Will.
Pink Will's in the house. What's going on?
Morning, Pink Will.
You know, Pink Will's is when I was doing the intro. I was at first I had your Sigfig inside of that mech, but when I was you know, filming and everything, I was like, man, you can't really see you in there. So that's why you're standing on top of the mech. I was like, well, I'm just going to pretend like you have a Neuralink and you can just control the mech from outside. So Goblin Zero, what's going on? Good morning. Mayo, what's happening? It says, until daylight saving switches in Australia and America, I can't watch Good Morning Brick World because of university. Leave a like, enjoy the stream. I'll scroll back and replay again. Good night. Let's appreciate that, Mayo. Thank you so much. I know life is busy. It happens to all of us, but as I always mention and always, you know, repeat myself and tell all you guys all the time, man, the most precious thing you guys give me is your time. So thank you. Christine Harper, good morning. How are you doing? EMS Bricks, also known as Renee. Good morning. Alternate candidate. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Whiskey 488. What's going on, Wayne? How you doing today? I love that you sent your dog Spade with your Sigfig. And also, speaking of Sigfigs, you know, if you send me your Sigfig, anybody out there, if you have a pet, you know, or anything, you know, like, or I don't know, even a friend or a loved one or something like that, if you want to send them as well, please do. Kimmel City Brick House, good morning. What's going on?
Brick Babe's minifig got lost in the mail. She's been telling me she sent it like 3-4 months ago. Yeah, look at Mo. Look at her.
I had to find it. I have Hive's package here, and I have your fig. This is the last one I had. I've had to find her, so you're gonna get her with the right clothes.
Look, I figure at the very least, it's, you know, I'll just have to drive down to Brick Fair, and like I said, have some lunch or something with you guys, and we can just exchange stuff like that. You know what I mean? So.
I was waiting on to get these in, and I ordered like an amount that I believe is too much, but also I don't believe is not enough, if that makes sense.
You mean like the quantity, you mean?
Yeah. Because like I don't know, like I thought about actually making a Sigfig, because like technically my Sigfig, if I were to do it, is the one that's in the Black Falcon army, and that that's like a $25 minifig when it's all said and done. So I just don't want to hand them out. So I did these torsos, and normally if anybody's ever followed me, like even when I went to Disney, I took the guy that I've always called, like somebody came up with the name of calling him Mr. Bearded Brix, but it's the guy with the skeleton face.
Right.
And I was like, well, maybe I could just do those and give them away. But those do have a Brickmania piece on them. So those are like, I can only get how many they ever have in stock.
Yeah, that's something I was thinking about as well.
It's still cheaper. Doing what I'm doing is still cheaper than going through. They don't look as good, but what is it? BB
Forge?
Yeah, BB Forge.
Where did you get yours?
There's a guy that I know here in state that prints them called Minifig FX. But mine's not like some full all over print. It's just my logo on a torso.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and sometimes that's good enough. You know what I mean? Because look, because like you said, one, they're not cheap, and that just for a torso. You know what I mean? Let alone getting a whole fig. And then you're like, yeah, how many do you make? Because, like, look. There's easily a couple handfuls of people like I would easily just give them to. You know what I mean? Like they're close to me, or even just exchange. But even exchange sometimes, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, but even exchange sometimes isn't fair because some of us, myself included, have made Sigfigs of just whatever we got kind of around. Where also somebody else might have just spent like $25 on a fig, but they really spent like $500, you know what I mean? Because you had to make a whole bunch or whatever the case may be. But like, yeah, it's a matter of like, how do you work it out? Because dude, some people gave me Sigfigs, dude, and they are not cheap, dude. You know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of detailed Sigfigs that I've been given,
So Haley came down here in the basement with me last night, and she was helping me clean, and I found my box full of Sigfigs. And I was like going through them, hoping I remember who everybody is. And then like something hit me, and it's really weird. And it sounds like this is like a cocky statement, but it's not. I realized that like the Lego Masters minifig, like all look really crappy. Like they're all just like Lego. What they are is they're Lego pieces made to look like them. It's all like nothing they've done custom. And then it hit me. I was like, well, they probably can't. Like,
are you talking about like from the show?
Yeah,
like the ones they have on the show, like like when they put them up.
Well, I don't know if it's the same ones, but like I mean I have like 4 or 5 from different Lego Masters, and they're all like normal Lego pieces, just like put together in different orientation to make them. Right. And, like I'm wondering if they can even sell something that's like printed, or give something away that's printed.
They do.
I don't know, because I know I have at least 2 Lego Masters. I'd have to really think hard if I had more, but I know I at least have 2. One of them is Iceberg's, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he got his like really custom made. Like it wasn't just like he pulled some stuff, like it was actually made custom.
Yeah.
Because I remember I bought one at Brick Fair a couple years ago. So yeah, I don't know. It's a good subject, though.
You bought it after Lego Masters, right?
Yes, because he was on the first season.
I wonder if that's a thing too. Like since they're off the show, they can do whatever they want.
I don't know. And Lego's really weird, and then Lego's doing some weird stuff
I know.
now. So look, we'll talk about that in the second hour. That'd be something good to just kind of spit fire about. But yeah, everybody, Lego's
deleting our news segment.
Like, dude, yeah, we had some news ready, like part of the news that we were gonna do, and like it's gone.
I even went back to our group chat and I was like, well, I'll just screenshot it and pull it up that way. And I was like, the post is gone. Like it's gone.
Yeah. It's weird. And even the weirder part is, and this is why were just mentioning about how like, yeah, Lego something must be going on, because this wasn't watermarked stuff. It would actually look nice, like professional, like,
I don't know how true it is to like a T, but I do know that I've heard through the grapevine somebody said that there is people going on to Whatnot streams now and buying these Mexico figs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you happen to have some of them and you're on a stream selling them and one of these guys buys it, you are screwed.
Yeah.
Because like it doesn't happen immediately. It waits till they get the fig. When they get the fig, it'll come back and like let's say like they make sure it's their stuff and it's not just, oh, this is Darth Malik and it's just something whatever. But once they get it and realize it's theirs, you are screwed.
and we'll talk more about this in the second hour, but I was thinking about this a lot. I've been thinking about this a lot because, as I'm sure everybody knows, I bought a Darth Malik fig, and I'm not trying to cry, woe is me. I bought the fig. I mean, I wasn't really thinking about it being stolen. I don't know. You just don't, because there's such a disconnect. You just don't really think about it until like somebody starts talking about it. But yeah, I almost wonder if like somebody had mentioned maybe they're building up a case and that's why nothing's been done yet about it, because maybe it's like, yeah, we're waiting to a certain amount of money. And then it's, look, I look at it, it's just, I know this is Good Morning Brick World, so I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get spicy, but I see it almost like drug busting. Like they're gonna get it right from the top. They're gonna arrest, and then they're gonna find out where did they sell those figs to.
They're not going to take the guy that's selling dime bags on the corner. They're going to take the guy that's selling to the guy that's selling to him.
And look, and I know some people out there are probably laughing about this, being like, oh, this is Lego, dude. Come on, get a grip. And look, it doesn't matter what it is. If enough money's being stolen,
yeah,
trust me, man. And we're talking about Lego, and Lego isn't just Lego either. If it's, I'm speculating, but they could even pull in Disney. To be like, back them up, you know what I mean? Like, because it is technically IP stuff too, man. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but they don't, once they have the right, like, I don't think Disney could do anything, but the problem is Lego definitely could use the Disney aspect on their side. Disney itself can't do nothing.
So, but yeah, we'll talk more about this next second hour, because yeah, this is a really cool thing to talk about. And I don't mean cool like, I don't want anybody to get in trouble. It's a very interesting topic. I love stuff like this. It's very complicated. So let's get back to them. Good mornings. Let's see here, where we at. Bricklock, what's going on? Good morning, Mr. Lincoln. How you doing?
What's up?
Lego Longoria, good morning. Jesse's Brick Galaxy, what's going on, Jesse? Yeah, you missed the beginning part of the intro. You were in the intro. I made it so you were shooting some magic out of one hand, and then your staff is shooting fire out the other. Let's see. Andre says, good morning, Brick World. I have to DM you, Mr. Hive. I want my Sigfig in your intro. Yes, definitely. Like I said, the PO box is in the description. Fabu Brick, what's going on? How you doing? So this intro is long. Yeah, I know this one's kind of long. It was so long, actually, I had to cut it back because you can only upload 300 megabytes of video onto StreamYard. I keep forgetting about that. So many heaters in the community. Yeah, there is, man. There's a lot of awesome people. Redman, what's going on? These opening credits are about as long as the credits for Endgame. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Goblin Zero, looks like it was good. I sent an armed Sigfig. Yeah, I didn't even have to arm you. You already had a weapon. Titanium J, what's going on? How you doing? Good morning. Extra Bricks, what's going on? Doubt I'll even drop $100, to be honest. Oh, you're talking about for the first? Yeah, that's something else we'll talk about in the second hour, because
I'm not going to drop 500, but I'm buying either or.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I'm not just about the first, but dude, there's some stuff coming up in the next couple months, man. That, yeah, I'm curious about what everybody's game plan is. Shifty, what is going on, my friend? How you doing? I couldn't whistle along with that intro. I know it's not a whistling intro this time. Iceberg, what's going on? How you doing? Good morning. Thank you for being here. Fall Equinox, what's going on, Autumn? Good morning. How are you today? Definitely go follow Autumn as well. She makes some really good stories and stuff on Instagram. I mean, you should follow everybody, definitely, but we'd be here all morning if I was trying to.
Did you see that the news that Ficken finally hit?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I was kind of wearing this in celebration for him. I mean, I know it's a Holland ball and not just Fick, but yeah. Congratulations to Fick, man. And let me tell you something about Fick real quick. Fick is a good dude. I've just been I don't know. I've been so grateful to be his friend since I've known him, which is, gosh, it's been a few years now. But Fick is also somebody that I appreciate that he keeps it real. I know some people don't like some of his opinions, but I know how that feels, so it's okay.
Fick really surprised me as a person, just because like I had knew him, but I didn't like know him like that. And it wasn't last year, it was the year before that at Brick Fair. I knew about it last year, so I helped out and pitched in. But he was like, "You want to do me a favor?" And he was like, "I always feel awkward doing this." He was like, "I got a huge box full of poly bags." He was like, "I want to walk around and give them out to kids for free." I was like, "Dude, I'm down. Let's go."
He's a good dude, man. and he's part of the
toke
Holland
of
Ballin crew.
awesomeness.
And what's
Yeah.
He calls it the toke of awesomeness.
that? Yeah, and plus he also has a rad classic space collection and stuff, man. Like, and
Yes,
amongst like, but it's same thing like Cheapass, and then like, dude, they have like this enormous array of.
I want to give a shout out to Cheapass because like we were joking, and when he was at Brick Fair, I helped him as much as I could, and he was like, "Man, you've not bought anything from me. Name something you want, and like, give me a price that you want to pay or something." I was like, I really don't know. I was like, I'm not one of those type of people that if I have like a white whale, I just go buy it. And he's like, well, what's something that I could help you find that you don't have? I was like, I want the black pearl. He just messaged me like 2 weeks ago, and he was like, I've got it for you. He's like, do you want me to ship it now, or do you want me to hold it till Brick Fair? I was like, hold it till Brick Fair.
You definitely go big, don't you? You're like, I want the black pearl.
I mean, I've got I've got everything else.
I know, just with it. But look, yeah, all of them guys, Fig, Cheap, like Holland Ballin, like go follow them, man. Like they're veterans of the community. They're definitely some of the guys that have been here around just about the longer than anybody.
Shy chimed in and said that's what he did, $25 a fig.
Wow, Shy.
I mean, but look, I will say
good.
this: no matter what we can debate about prices about stuff, there's no denying that Shy's Sigfig, man.
Oh yes, 100%. But see, that's another huge thing that I kind of like go with. Like Shy has that character. Shy is a character. Me and you just would kind of look normal.
I know.
Like the only thing that's going to make you stand out is your tattoo on your arm. The only thing that's going to make me stand out is a beard. But if you put a beard on a minifigure, it just looks like anybody. Like
I feel like if I just swap my arm with your arm and I put a beard on me, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting subject because I feel like most times we just most of us just pull whatever we can and make our Sigfig. But yeah, once you start getting into like wanting to send some or getting an exchange or make them a little more detailed or unique, yeah, then it gets a little more complicated. Multigasm Geek, good morning. What is going on? Pinkle says, I have a topic, Mr. Brick Detectives, Instagram, Lego. All right, so look, hold on. Let me write this down because that's something else we're going to talk about a little bit in the second hour. We're going to talk about Republic Bricks. Not maybe into detail or length or nothing like that. It's Good Morning Brick World. It's definitely something I've been wanting to research a little bit because despite personal opinions, no matter what anybody has, I'm more interested right now in all this other legal type stuff going around because it kind of goes back also to the thing we were talking about with Lego. I'm not saying that's correlating with Republic Bricks right now, but I'm just curious if Lego's going to start reaching out into other areas because right now it seems like they're just messing around with like t-shirt sticker stuff. But
they the company that me and Drew was helping out, the Brick Style Shop, he ended up getting hit, but he didn't get hit by Lego. He got hit with he was using a company to create his website. And the website was like, we don't like the fact that you're doing this. We want you to, shut down the website. So all he did was, which he's got it back and running now. He went and opened up his own website. By the way, I got them shirts in. I need to do a video about that.
Yeah, I got hit. Not even trying to sell anything. One company I was going through making stickers. They wouldn't even make my Star Wars helmets.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and. Probably just because they were worried, you know what I mean? Because another company didn't care, you know what I mean? But like the thing about my Star Wars helmets is they're not even like a parody or I'm not changing anything. They're like hyper realism, drawings. So it's almost like a photo of just a Star Wars helmet. So yeah, obviously it's gonna have problems. Howie Stuff, what's going on? Good morning. How you doing? Let's see who else we got out there. Two Humble Bricks. What's going on? There's Shy. Good morning, Shy. Good morning, Two Humble Bricks.
We forgot to mention Drew's under the weather.
Oh goodness, man.
You feel better, buddy?
Yeah. So look, I feel so bad, dude. We're half an hour in. We didn't mention Drew. I'm so
sorry, Drew.
Man. Drew. All right. So everybody, Drew's feeling under the weather. That's why he is not here with us today. And Mo was sweet enough to kind of come in and fill in for him. So we appreciate that, Mo. But yes, Drew, if you're watching, buddy, I'm sorry, and I hope you feel
Feel better.
better. Cabbage Face, what's going on? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Quack Snap, what's going on? How you doing? Cabbage says Lego got to protect the trademark or they lose it. It's a simple part of trademark laws. If you aren't seen to stop people copying, the courts will just take away the copyright. Well, and even to add on to that, even if it's not a monetary thing, look, especially with a company as big as Lego, your image, you need to protect your image. And if somebody's out there just, doing willy-nilly and you don't do nothing about it or whatever, that could look bad upon you or create more chaos, which kind of goes back to the fig stuff, which we'll bring up later. But yeah. Ricardo, good morning. How you doing? Running late today? Oh, you're here exactly when you're supposed to be here, Ricardo. Has anyone heard from Falcon? Not to my knowledge. I feel like somebody in the community knows him well enough on a personal level. I'm sure someone's heard something, you know what I mean? But
Sean even said on ACOB that they've not heard from him.
Did he open up another account? Did we search Falcon? Maybe
look, as close knit as a lot of us are in the community, and there are some of us, we have our phone numbers, we even seen or kind of know each other in real life to a point. If something happened to me, there's definitely a couple people, at least in the community, that would know to reach out to Mrs. Hive, or she would reach out to them or something, you know what I mean? But there's some of us, if something happened to us, a lot of us wouldn't know how to get a hold of them, you know what I mean? But look, all we can say is we hope Falcon's okay, you know what I mean? There's a couple people out there, right? Actually, there's more than a couple. There's definitely a few people out there, maybe several, that either just kind of disappeared or have faded a little bit, and we haven't seen them in a long time. Southern Brick Guy, good morning to you. How you doing?
Morning,
all right.
Trevor.
I think I got all the good mornings out of the way.
He was out of town last week. Trevor did reach back out. He said he was out of town.
Oh, really? Oh, snap. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, I guess it's time. We'll go ahead and whatever we got, we'll get into. We actually do have a couple things to talk about here. So let me share the screen. So there was, I kind of had a little miscommunication. Brick Babe was mentioning something about some employee issues going on, but it was more about they weren't hiring anybody right now. But I was researching anyways, and I happened to have found something that it's not like spicy, crazy news, but it's news nonetheless, about the Lego factory in Richmond. So it says Lego delays the start of production at forthcoming $1 billion Virginia factory. Now, it's not really that big of a deal. They're basically just postponed it a year. The delay was caused part by the time it took to finalize a deal with a general contractor and getting ramp up on and design plans squared away. So look, I can tell you right now, just from working around and inside construction can be like politics. Actually, Drew would probably have a really good opinion on this too, because he actually works more in construction than I have, and he's currently working in construction. But yeah, it could be like politics, man, trying to get, zone stuff and I don't know, things legalized and approved and all that. It was interesting that why they chose Virginia. A lot of it had to do with tax breaks and stuff, which I completely understand. Look, that to me is a fine balancing act when states, because where I've noticed it mostly is with stadiums, like football stadiums, baseball stadiums, that kind of stuff, where I think it's good when cities and stuff like that or states can give some tax breaks to companies, on this kind of scale, because it creates jobs. But I worry sometimes if they give them too much of a tax break, and then they're not contributing, in the right way. Because look, it's good to give jobs, but most of the jobs they give are not what you'd call high paying jobs. So it's not like they're, supplying that kind of stuff. But regardless, It's really good though that they're doing that. Now, another great thing about Lego that I always appreciate. Now, you guys know I will criticize the recycling aspects of like them trying to make boxes instead of like the cups, but stuff like on-site solar plant with as many as 53,000 panels to match the total annual energy requirement, dude. Now, that is a great thing, I think. I'm all for definite renewable energy, but also it's definitely a good thing for Lego because they're going to save a crap ton of money on their electric bill. But so look at it, says they're committed to creating more than 1,760 jobs over the next 10 years in Central Virginia, including highly skilled roles. Well, kiss my grits, man. Look, I just said it wasn't good jobs, and here it is. Highly skilled roles from the molding of Lego bricks. So when they say the molding of Lego bricks, I wonder if they mean the design of the molds?
No.
Or
all that stuff is in Billund, I believe.
I think so.
Really?
I'm almost positive all the design stuff takes place. Well, I mean, it's all computer, so I mean, you could send it back and forth.
Currently, Lego. Oh, look at them, Legos.
Yeah, I thought this was just like a warehouse, just like a supply station.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say because we know that they're moving their North American headquarters from Connecticut to Massachusetts. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what exactly Lego's doing as far as their reach into this type of stuff, because look, it would make sense obviously for them to do a lot of stuff like this because of the market in America. I would assume that the reason they had the plant in Mexico to begin with is probably because it's way cheap to do it there. So I don't know, but yeah, this is just a little neat piece of news. I just wanted to kind of share with everybody because I was looking originally into the employing part that Brick Bay was talking about, but I had that kind of messed up. So, all right, moving on to the next piece of news. All right, this is a piece of the news that we lost, and I found it through a different place. This is the new house. Oh, this isn't a world house though. It's just a house, the flower store.
I think everybody's getting confused about It's one thing I don't think Lego's really doing correctly right now. I don't know why, but like it kind of goes back to like the Lego being the 18 Star Wars like black boxes. They're not segregating their sets for their box. Like that right there looks like a world of houses box. That's
what I thought.
And they keep adding this like limited edition to gift with purchases when they're not. I mean, like every gift with purchase is pretty much a limited edition.
Well, I can't see the chat right now or anything, but I'm going to ask the chat a question, and then either if you Brick Babe or Rich, if they see some answers, they can tell me, or I'll just go back and look at it in a minute. But look, do you guys think I almost feel like to do a poll for this question? But do you guys think that if Lego could slap limited edition on freaking anything, and people would just be like, "Oh yeah"?
Well, the thing about limited edition is it's a weird statement to begin with, because what is limited? Like we know that Lego only makes a short, like the Bionicle thing. The Bionicle they came out last year was limited, but they limited it and then dropped it like twice more. So how limited is it really?
Well, also I think it's where they can create their own fluctuation of value of a set, because if it's, they can either keep producing it, but if they shorten the production line of it, then they can call it like a limited edition because the production of it's limited.
Yeah, but they're not numbered, so how do you know what the limited is?
Well,
that's for them to know.
But, that's just a par for the course, from my opinion, for Lego. That's why I complain about like across the pond when they don't write like the piece count or even the weight on the boxes. I'm like, really, Lego? Like, because why else would they not put it on the box? I think it's just deceiving. It's deception, man. You know what I mean? Because there's no good reason why they wouldn't put that information on the box. The only reason they do it for us is because our country requires them to.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I thought this was a world house thing, but something very interesting. Is there another picture? I want to see a little closer look about something. Look at this. What is this? Is it just a crystal heart right there? Because it almost looks like there's something inside of it.
That
No,
looks like the piece that came with the friends.
Oh,
Most said it's just a crystal.
Yeah, I think it's just
okay.
a crystal.
I mean, it's look, just about anything with Lego. Even when I criticize about stuff, like it's a pretty house. It looks nice. You know, I mean, I don't have no complaints about how it looks. And if you like miniature, you know, stuff like this, I mean, you definitely
That's
want to
not really
get
the
it.
miniature though, because the house that's a normal
Is
door.
that minifig scale? Yeah, it's minifig
What?
scale.
Is it?
It's minifig
Yeah, it
scale.
is
Oh,
minifig.
okay. I thought it was a little smaller. My bad.
But they're gonna sell out because I've said it before. This hobby is some parts of it are about creativity, but the most it's about consumerism. Like what sets we getting, what sets we getting. It's just how much you consume. So yeah, people are gonna run and get it
that's a
to have it, to have it in their backlog. Yeah, it's about consumerism.
I mean, wow. See, you know, you guys look at this. I didn't. These are the world houses, or houses of the world, but the packaging is just the same as this one.
Yeah.
Maybe it goes with it. Does it complement it?
I mean, I'm sure it complements it. You know what I mean? But it's not the same theme. I mean, look, this is something stupid. I just something I noticed. I'm like, you know, it just seems odd to me. You'd think that they would just change the color on the box just so you're not thinking it's the same thing, I guess. I don't know.
The chat says Extra Brick said they're making it the same scale so you can have a smaller city. Southern Brick Guy said he hopes that the new plant will do tours. That's what they're doing right now with no staff. And and hold on, I'm sorry, Noah Brick said good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So here's another 5 designs. So we're about to show you guys like 8 different designs from Lego Ideas that got hit the 10,000 mark. So here's 5. All right, so we got Interstellar. Look, and we're not going to take too much time on them because we got other stuff we got to go through. But I love this. I like the movie. I don't know why, but I really want this robot. I don't know why. There's nothing like really special about it, but yeah, good stuff. Suspension railway. I like the concept, but I just don't really care for the design.
That looks like Singapore.
It looks like a lot of holes.
It looks like something that would be with new Hashima.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. Metallica World Tour.
I wish, but no.
Yeah, I mean, I look, that is a rad setup. I ain't gonna lie, dude.
I just want the minifigs.
Yeah, that would be cool too. Yeah. Suitcase Express.
Nice.
I mean, look, it's not my cup of tea, but it is a really, really cool design.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out the scale of it because it feels like making this case would, I don't know, but it's cool. Oh wow,
It looks like a record player.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I think it turns. Like this whole thing like spins around.
Probably.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's
Yeah.
built
It's
just like
powered.
Mario Nintendo.
Wow. I mean, that's really awesome. Outer Wilds. Is this a space thing? Are they on a different planet?
Outer Worlds is a video game.
Oh. Quiet.
Not like
Shade.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, not like Duplo.
Oh,
You know what, Rich? You're on thin ice.
Okay. So that's 5, and then 3 more had popped up. Dude, look, I don't want whoever designed this, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but this just looks ugly. And it looks like a stack of flapjacks. This thing looks beautiful. What how do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Middle I can't pronounce
Just
that.
what I was gonna say.
But yeah, that's pretty rad though. I mean, god dang it, man. Like the base looks good. I'm moving on.
It's all kind of weird to me. These are pretty weird.
Yeah, some more.
This
Here
is
we go.
stuff that like Lego will accept and then completely like destroy the look of it and then come out with it.
I just watched a really great video about Lego stealing designs off of ideas.
Yeah, I was about to say they'll just not accept it and still, adapt.
Well, the one I watched was about that recycling or that garbage truck that just came out, the Technic one, where it grabs the trash can and like puts it, like flips it into the dumpster or the truck. But there was a Lego Ideas that hit 10,000 supporters, and Lego didn't approve it. And then like a year or two later, they came out with this almost like the exact same type of model. So I don't know. It's definitely something worth looking into. But so anyways, yeah. So here we go. Another sitcom, which seemed to be pretty popular. I was telling Mrs. Hive the other night how they did the Big Bang Theory one a long time ago. And she was like, really? She probably would have bought that if she would have known about it at the time. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a great show. I don't even know if it's still on or not. I know the actor that played the police chief passed away. I forget his name off the top of my head, but he's been in a lot of stuff. He's a wonderful actor. So yeah, those are those three sets: Brooklyn Nine-Nine, this pancake space thing, and then this castle. I don't even midichlorian castle. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. Let me get this situated here. Get all this out of here. Oh, let's see. There was one other thing that I wanted to share real quick that we could talk about, and then we can get on the next thing. Hold on a second. Because I need to ask you guys about this because I don't know what's going on. What's going on with Fortnite?
I don't know.
Like, I've heard whisperings like there might be a CMF set, or some sets.
I thought that was the next CMF set coming out, Fortnite.
I don't know for sure.
That's what they I think was going around with the leakers, but the leakers have been.
I know, too quiet, right? Dude, Lego's muffled a lot of them things, man. They put like duct tape over their mouth. Yeah, I don't know. I swear I thought I heard rumors about that. Oh, here we go. Every Lego Fortnite set rumor for 2024. Gift with purchase. Loot Llama, Peel Bones. Huh.
I mean, I think Lego would be dumb not to do it. If they have the ability to do that, they could run with it because there's a lot of people that don't play with Lego that would get into Lego because of that, or at least buy the minifigs.
Which brings me to another kind of oddball question. Well, maybe we should talk about it another day. But so Ryan, one of the big things Ryan's been wondering about all this Fortnite stuff is like how they're going to get around the gun stuff. And I mean, I personally think that they're just going to put just Star Wars type guns or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it still alludes to what, I don't know, man, because look, it's like Star Wars, even in the movies and stuff, they're lasers, you know what I mean? So it's real easy to make fake type guns and stuff. But like Fortnite, like they use more realistic type stuff, and Lego can use fake guns, but it's like, it still doesn't, I don't know. It's really weird. Lego walks a fine line with a lot of this stuff.
I believe they could get away with it as long as they brick build the guns and they're just like big and obnoxious.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to go. Because look, they can make really interesting looking guns. They've done it with like a lot of the CMF aliens and stuff where they're like just wild looking. All right, so real quick, let's see. Just wanted to know I just seen a couple of brickheads in the house. Sean the right way. What's up?
Yes.
Rant incoming. Warning has him. You're so funny, man. My Bricks and me. What's going on? I messaged him a week or so ago on his Instagram. We have chatted a couple times there, and I haven't gotten a reply. Definitely worrisome. Yeah. Yeah. And look, the Lego community is big. And even if you're not close to somebody, you might know somebody even on a smaller level or whatever, but there's a lot of us. And the sad truth is, man, the more of us there is, the more percentage rate is higher that you're going to know something that's going to happen to somebody. Especially, and I can tell you this just from my own personal experience, as you get older, it just over time things happen. Now I'm not saying anything happened. I'm just saying about like somebody disappearing or fading out. Like I was, because we have no idea about a lot of us, man, what goes on in our personal lives and what we're dealing with, what we're going through, So, Southern Brick Guy says, yes, I hated that I missed the Black History show. We'll check it out with the replay gang. Yeah, they were great shows. The part one we talked about more subject matter and stuff. And then the part two was more just about creators and build. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And, it's really important, I think, to shine a light on, a community of people that are definitely a smaller percentage, they don't get as much of a spotlight. It's definitely, I said, important to highlight that stuff. Extra Brick says it looks like it's the same scale. Oh, yeah. Look, I think it is nice that you can put all those side by side. Obviously, it's just like I said, it's kind of not a big deal. It's just weird because if you have like houses of the world all put together, and then you've just got just a random building right next to it, because somebody might walk by and be like, what country is that one from?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's from a place that sells flowers. Will says, I would love to have 100 of the Asian house. I took mine apart and realized it had great parts. Oh.
That sounds cool.
Are we sure it's not a store of the world? I mean, that's a good, maybe it's just the whole world in one store. Rich got those fighting words. Can we get a boxing match between him and Brick Fave? My money is on Brick Fave.
Thank you.
My money's on Rich.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Your own daughter's betting against you. You really want to do that?
She's a
Like,
double
she's
agent.
just like, I just want to win some money. That's all.
She's a double agent.
Pink Will says, way too poorly designed mocks of what's hot right now. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that because they are like the space one. Like here's the thing I don't understand, and again, I'm not saying this as a rude thing or because I didn't really like it, but like, why would you make that? Lego just put out a Technic set that is almost very similar, where it's got the planet to spin around. So why would you try and get them to support and build a set that's, even if it looks better? They just put out one. So, but I don't know. They put out multiple R2s, so who knows what they'll do.
I gotta say, are you trying to say Lego doesn't do multiple sets? Hold up.
I know, right? Let's see here. Where is Leak Skywalker Falcon? Yeah, I don't know, Sean. I don't know. It is worrisome because I would think, especially someone that's as big as Falcon is or whatever, so many people get their news from him, that he would put out something if he was going to disappear for a while. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Lego is owned by the Men in Black, and they came and neuralized them.
No, it might not be that. So I know this is like a touchy subject, but Lego is pushing land, so they probably only you have to make land useful. So they probably, you get what I'm. No, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying they probably only want the leaks coming from land members now.
Yeah, and look, everything that I've talked to with people about Lego, and I mean, I've already kind of observed it, but people that know more than me, Lego really likes to micromanage as much as possible. They like control over every narrative that they can. Yeah, right. Go Janet, control. Clearly, but again, dude, we all pull our hair out trying to figure Lego out because sometimes I think they do let leakers leak stuff when they feel like letting leakers leak stuff because it can create hype. It lets them get hype out without them officially saying we released news about something. You know what I mean?
That's what they want land to do.
Because here's the other thing that always worries me about leaks. I would say a good solid 80% of the time, they're always right. But I feel like there's a 30% where it gets a little gray sometimes, man, about maybe something slightly different or then just not going to happen at all, or a date coming out or whatever, And even the stuff that is right, we don't know. You know, we don't know until Lego officially says something. We don't know. Now we might pretty sure we know, you know what I mean? But so that's what makes it a little more complicated. And I feel like Lego just does it on purpose just to keep people that really do put their ears to the ground, just kind of throw them off.
I think they're investing a lot in land right now, and that's where they want their leaks to come from. Land is bigger than it's ever been. So their game plan could be
we know.
No, I'm saying they could start wanting to shut other people down because it's like, this is what we have these folks for now. And like you said, we can control what they do. So I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, land is bigger than it's ever been.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I would definitely agree with that. Because they would much rather have land members releasing news than other people releasing news, because if other people are releasing news, it's pulling away the viewership that Lego wants out of the land members. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I get it.
They got to make it make sense for them.
Yeah, I just want they should just get their own website and just promote on their own website, you know. But whatever.
I have no feeling it.
It's a different story. Flash Pants, what's going on? Our newest Sigfig in the Hive City.
Hey,
so Lego Fabby says so Lego swatted Falcon. Man, don't quote us. We don't know. We don't.
I did not say that.
I mean, even if but like, obviously we're messing around, we're joking, but like it even sounds crazy because even if Lego was like, you know, like swatting down on Falcon or whatever, like they didn't. I don't think his account's shut down. He just hasn't posted anything. You know what I mean? That's
because they're smart. They don't. You can't just like shut somebody's account down. Then it makes it obvious.
But you know, it's not even just Falcon. So
can you just imagine being like a Lego leaker and you're sitting there like going to Dunkin' in the morning, you order your coffee and like two people just run in and grab you and throw you in a van. Next thing you know, you got like a bag over your head. You're in the bottom of a warehouse and they're like, "Who's giving you this information? Who's giving you this information?"
Oh my gosh. I try to send Hive every Dun King. Was it Dun King?
I can't believe I haven't made the tinfoil hat theme yet, man. Because, dude, so much stuff we're talking about today. It sounds so crazy. Like, taking out people with information. And then we're talking about, like, stolen figs, like it's drug busts and stuff. Like
the men in black grab them and neuralize them, and they just go back to living a life that they have no idea what they're doing.
Look, again, I know we're joking around and stuff, but I'm telling you right now.
Are we, though? Are we?
Well, that's why I'm going to have this little asterisk next to what I just said. So, look, this part is serious, all right? If you're leaking stuff, you better be careful. And I'm not talking about, well, even just stuff that hasn't been officially leaked. The reason I say that is because normally it's always been watermark stuff. But again, we had some new stuff that we were going to show about that mini house, and then
it was two
poly bags. Yeah, it was a Friends poly bag and an Animal Crossing poly bag. And we had it in our chat. We were going to bring it up for the news. And then we looked, man, it's gone. And I'm pretty sure I got it from Brick Clicker. I can't remember.
Because that's where I went this morning to get it.
And then we noticed Brick Clicker hasn't posted anything on Instagram for a few days. And then that thing is gone. And then I went to his channel and I haven't seen him post any videos for 3 weeks. I was like, oh my God, not Brick Clicker too. So look, Brick Clicker, I'm not trying to say anything, but like I know he watches the show a lot. You know what I mean? He's been on the show and stuff. So Brick Clicker, if you're out there, man, like message me, man. You all right? What's going on, man? Like, and then look, there's other places we get news randomly from, but I kind of did a little searching, man. I mean, I didn't do any hardcore searching, but like I don't really see anything new and fresh. So look, I don't know what's going on. You know, again, nothing might be happening, but there's a lot of weird coincidences happening right now. And you said it was okay. I mentioned this, right, Brick Babe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Brick Babe did a poll for Lego, which, you know, these go out to a lot of people and stuff, but, you know, not everybody. So it was kind of news. It was news to me. I think it was news to Rich as well.
I got it.
Oh, okay. So it was definitely news to me. And like I said, I'm sure a lot of people know this. But this poll that they took was about asking questions about like, did they get non-official Lego type stuff, right? Like shirts,
Well, it's
stickers.
basically asking you like, do you buy stuff from like third parties like Etsy and stuff that are creating this stuff, and is it stuff that you would actually want to see?
Right. So okay.
This is where I think they're cracking down. They're trying to see where the leaks are. They know it's successful. Everybody ran to Target and bought up everything. We were looking like a cross colors revival, like we were bringing the 90s back. But so they know it sells. They're trying to see who they should go after next. Third party, that's why they're asking that. They know it's successful.
Well,
we
for
got
instance,
all those hats and t-shirts.
Well, look at this hat I'm wearing. I've been wearing this hat for years, man. You know what I mean? And clearly many people compliment me on it. A lot of people think it's a real Lego hat. It's not. I have no idea where it came from. This is Hive got it for me.
A lot of people too, that might be, I don't know for a fact, just because like nobody's gonna know what the contract says, but all the clothing might have something to do with Adidas too, because if Adidas is using the Lego brand and now some random company is printing the Lego name on shirts and hats and stuff, it's like, why did we do a contract with you?
Well, and look,
I got a lot of Adidas stuff.
Another friend messaged me just I think yesterday, talking about he was talking about Republic Bricks. But I know it kind of goes along with a lot of other of these companies that we're talking about. And before I continue, I want everybody to understand, like, I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying any of these companies should stop doing what they're doing. That's not my personal opinion. I'm wearing a Lego hat. That's not official Lego. We buy custom stuff. I don't want anybody to think that. I'm just stating out, I feel like, obvious facts right now. Like, he was mentioning, and other people are talking about this too, about a lot of these other companies that sell a lot of stuff that's very on the edge of IP stuff, that their foundations are made of sand, and if Lego sends a cease and desist, if Disney sends a cease and desist, I mean, because look, man, like I was saying, man, the company I bring up the most is one of the more obvious ones, Culinary Customs, you know what I mean? And they make rad stuff, dude. And I don't want nothing to happen to them, but like, you're taking one of the biggest IPs, a Disney Star Wars IP. Even if you take out the Lego element, man, like you're using their IP and making stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's really risky unless you have a contract with them. And if they do, then I don't know what I'm talking about. But because you can make a contract. I've already looked into it for my own stuff, my own artwork. You can make a contract with them and then they take a percentage of the sales. And it's better to do it like that, honestly. But yeah, he was talking about Republic Bricks and how he's mentioned to Republic Bricks, like, you got to be careful that they're going to like do something like, but so I don't know what is going to happen in the end with a lot of this stuff, but I will say I could easily see them just sending out all kinds of cease and desist letters, because look, what's the best way for everybody to funnel everybody to come back to you is to get rid of all these other companies, as many as you can,
Yeah, but that would be disheartening. That would upset me because. Go ahead, Rich.
I was gonna say this is kind of on the same aspect of what we're talking about. I'm not going to mention his name, but there is a I'm going to call him an influencer out there who also has a website and a Bricklink store, and he had a problem with people. He has a pretty funny, catchy name, and he had problem with people pretty much copying his name and changing a little bit. And he messaged me one day, and we were like, because I know him personally, and we were joking, and he was like, I got a question. He was like, just out of curiosity, he was like, I did it to your name. He was like, have you ever typed in bearded, like Lego, bearded bricks, bearded stuff like that, just to see what pops up? And I said, yeah. I said, when I first started this, there was a guy, and I think he's still out there, called the Bearded Brick. I was like, but, he spelled his name different. And I was like, if you go back and look at everything, I was the original one. He was like, well, dude, I've went after everybody that's got a name near mine. He was like, because I don't want to be trying to sell something and you go to somebody else's website. And I was, I get that, but on my end, like the people I've seen, I'm not worried about. Like the stuff I'm doing isn't really to sell stuff. It's more or less just like a creator, and nobody's going to go to, nobody's going to spend the money that I've spent to build a castle to be like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not only that, I mean, and these types of cases are so vague on a lot of different areas. Cause like clearly there's some clear cut stuff you can take somebody to court about, like if they're ripping you off or whatever. But then there's other stuff that's very vague. And then even on top of that, you got to deal with different judges, different juries. Then you got to deal with different cases. Like if you, I don't want to say you, I'll just take me. If I was going to go after somebody that said that their name was B Brick or something, or whatever, something very similar to mine. If I was trying to go after them, I probably wouldn't have a day in court. But if they did something similar to a corporation, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've seen a lot of cases where I thought the defendant would have won, because like they didn't take their name or anything. It was just close enough that, the corporation, had good lawyers and they had their case. So yeah, a lot of that stuff is very fascinating, and trademarks and copyrights and all that is very interesting to me as well. And I always talk about, I try not to be a hypocrite about stuff, but I totally am when it comes to this stuff, because I can't, on one hand, love buying custom stuff or unique stuff or a Lego hat that's not official Lego, and then be like, yeah, you guys are technically just ripping IPs off. Doesn't matter if you change it a little bit. You're doing it because of that IP. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you change it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just such an odd subject. Joel's Bricks. What's going on? And by the way, I absolutely loved Fabu says, who is Brick Clicker? I only know Brick Clicker.
Oh my gosh. Oh, but let me finish that.
Oh, yeah,
so what I was saying earlier was it would be sad if Lego did, go after these small businesses. These small businesses are not hurting their huge profit margin. And small businesses thrive, off of the small Lego product. I don't think they should go after them, especially for the American economy. I mean, it's the difference in somebody eating or somebody's child going to school versus this huge corporation, where it's the difference in you getting a Maserati or a Maybach. I don't know.
Okay, so when it comes to the law, it doesn't matter if you're taking somebody's stuff, you're taking somebody's stuff. However, me personally, I feel like it's kind of in different layers, okay? For instance, if I was a brand new artist and I drew something and then somebody took it, and I don't want to say stole it, but at least spread it around, even if they didn't, maybe say my name or something like that. I just think it'd be cool because my artwork's getting out there and I might be getting free exposure, so to speak. You know what I mean? But I also might, be like, yeah, I'm trying to build a company. I don't want anybody taking my stuff. You know what I mean? But if I was as big as like Jim Davis with Garfield, like it doesn't matter if people make shirts and stickers. Like now you could say it's the principle, but that's not hurting Jim Davis. Like Jim Davis he might be a billionaire. I don't know, but he's definitely a multi-millionaire. Everybody in the world knows Garfield, so I'm sure it's different for a lot of different things, but like, the biggest, the most relevant thing that comes to my mind with Lego and all this is Mr. Hinkle. For anybody that's been in the community long enough, they know who Mr. Hinkle is. He's a very good guy. I feel like he's like the godfather almost of like the Lego community in a way. He's worked for Lego, and not just like at a Lego store. He's worked for like corporate Lego. He's an extremely talented artist. And he does not get enough love, in my opinion. He doesn't get enough subs or views, especially for the stuff that he does. But he used to make Lego stickers. I've got one on my computer right here. Yeah, I mean,
this isn't one, but I was gonna make.
But yeah, there's tons of them, man. And now he doesn't even like to I don't think even mention Lego anymore. He won't have nothing really to do too much with the Lego community. I mean, he will with people. It's not like he doesn't like people, but
I reached out to him to pay him to create a logo for me of the backwards hat minifig head with the beard. And you can't even tell it's a minifigure head because it's got a beard and a hat on it. It just looks like a yellow head. And he said he wasn't touching it just because it had a yellow head.
Yeah. And now he will do other stuff. Like I think he just did Sitting on a Stoops logo for Shy. You know what I mean? But that's not Lego. You know what I mean? What were you saying, Lenny?
But he's a little different because he's a former employee. So if you go to court, you can argue that he may have trade secrets and inside knowledge that the average person wouldn't have.
Well,
Now,
that's fine if he tells those secrets, if he has them, but that has nothing to do with him making a sticker of a minifigure head.
it's so there are so many laws, right? It's just which one you're going to enforce. You know, driving with a seatbelt now, driving without a seatbelt used to be a secondary offense. You had to be pulled over for something else, and then they could give you. Now it's a first offense. But it's how many cops do we drive by every day? And it's like, hey, how you doing? There's the law, and then there's enforcing it. You don't have to enforce it.
No,
is
I
what I'm
agree.
saying.
No, and that's
You
kind
can
of what I
leave
was
the
going to.
small businesses alone.
No, that's what I was going to get at. Was does Mr. Hinkle making his very small business? Look, I don't know what Mr. Hinkle makes, but I don't think Mr. Hinkle was making a fortune off selling Lego stickers. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say next.
Yeah. So does him selling the stickers hurt Lego? No, not at all.
No.
Not at all, man. Because here's the other thing about stuff is like some
Especially
things
if they don't offer it.
That's what I was gonna say. Like this hat. I don't think Lego makes this particular type of hat. Like they make their stupid hats they sell on the Insider Points that are made in China. You know what I mean? But like they don't sell like a good hat with Lego on it. Now they might there might be like a company out there that makes them that's working with Lego. I don't know, but I'm just using this as an example. But yes, do I think that it's petty for them to go after Mr. Hinkle? Somebody that's beloved in the community is not really hurting them. You know, that again, before he took a step back and stayed away, Mr. Hinkle, man, was intertwined in the community, dude. Tons of us know him, look up to him, talk to him, and love him. So, no, I thought it was petty that they went after him. Do they have the right? Do they have the right? Yes. Now, but that goes back to what you're saying about like not wearing a seatbelt and the cop sees you. You know what I mean? Like some
he
cops
may not pull me over.
Some cops may let you slide. Some cops may be by the book.
Exactly.
It just might be like, look, this is the law. If I see it, I have to say something. You know what I mean? Because like if I don't, it's going to be on my mind. Some people are like that. It's a mental thing. You know what I mean? Like when I was a manager at work, like yeah, some stuff you can let go. Other stuff, even if it was small, I wouldn't let go. It was just a matter of what I as a boss saw fit. You know what I mean?
But there are other people doing the same thing. There is a great creator in here. I don't want to mention the name because I don't want to like put anybody on blast, but they draw minifigs of people. Then you have one of the Lego masters who's drawing minifigs of people. But here's the gray area. So this is a sticker of my Sigfig, right? Mm-hmm. It's a sticker. So I took the picture. So therefore I own the rights to that picture and I got a sticker. So it's a gray area. It's like I'm allowed to make a sticker of a photo.
You are not right at all.
Yeah, I agree with Rich. Look, no, I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying, but the problem is that's still a minifig. But so Lego could swoop in and be like, you can't sell those. You know what I mean?
That doesn't matter.
I'm not selling them. I'm not selling them.
Well, you're thinking about it this way, like that's saying that I could take a picture of the Avengers Tower and then look at the picture and rebuild it and then resell it as my set.
I'm not selling it. Hive added that.
I know, but I think but that might not even matter.
Somebody making a sticker.
I know, but that might not matter. I'm not sure. You know what I mean?
You can make anything you want. You can do anything you want. When you sell it, it's when it becomes the violation.
I didn't say I was selling
it.
That's
but she's not
selling I'm able to do this. That's the gray area. The company who made this is not breaking any law.
However, did you pay somebody for that sticker? Did somebody
the company
money?
That made
so
it.
The company that made it could get shut down.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
Why not?
It's my picture.
Yeah, but that's fine for you. Just like I'm not going to get in trouble for buying that Darth Malik. You know what I mean? But whoever sold it could get in trouble. You know what I mean?
I think it's a gray area.
It is a gray area. Don't get me wrong. I feel like it is a gray area, but Lego has the law on their side, just like with Mr. Hinkle.
And IP are very different because they go by jurisdiction. It's hard to establish jurisdiction in cyber law and IP law.
But you can. This is a very stupid example. But you know how you post on, I mean, you're on Good Morning Brick World. If you post a thing on your Instagram about Good Morning Brick World and Hive wants to pursue it, he can pursue it against you. Now,
what is the thing?
Because you're using his name.
You said thing. I'm allowed. Let's say I'm a journalist. If I'm complaining about him
That's
from a journalist
different.
point of view.
But that's different.
Thing is too
That's
broad. You
what
have
is that
to-
called? Fair media use or something like
Yeah.
that?
You have to say what it is. He just said thing. That's too broad.
If you're using his name, like if you put out there, like I forgot the basketball player's name, but somebody a criticist I want to say it was LeBron James, but I don't know if it was him. A criticist had said some stuff about him off media, and it wasn't in like anything that was like an article or anything. They just basically was like talking crap about him. He ended up suing
That's
him.
defamation. That's defamation and that's slander. So let's say I have a relationship, right? And this is, I don't know if you all follow TikTok, that didn't work out. And I want to tell my story. The person cannot come after me unless it's defamation. If I'm telling the truth, you can't do anything. You can't touch me. You can't do anything.
Well, even
'Cause it's not
defamation
slander
is
and it's not defamation.
Well, even defamation, you got to have a solid case.
Yeah.
Like if somebody just like if I just go like, Brick Babe sucks, like you can't just sue me
That's
for defamation.
defamation.
Like it
If
is,
I said,
but you
"Hi,
can't.
punch me in the eye,"
But
and
it's
he
got
did
to
it.
be something
You
that
probably
is
deserve it.
proven to hurt you, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like that's what kind of goes back to Republic Bricks right now, because again, I'm going to speak very softly on this because I don't know details and all that, but apparently there is possibly he was going to possibly take a kid and his parents to court for defamation. But the problem is, and I'm not a lawyer, but the problem is you got to have like a solid constant case of them constantly defaming you, and it's more complex than just like somebody just talking crap.
But all that really comes down to how much money you have.
Yes.
If I'm rich as crap and Brick Babe's not, I can take her to court for anything. And
For instance,
I've got the money.
For instance, if I was mad at Disney for something, I don't know what, but let's say they defamed me, Brick Hive, on something or whatever, and if I tried to take them to court, I would have a very long uphill battle. However, for anybody that's kind of keeping up with stuff right now, there's a woman named Gina Carraro that played, and she worked for Disney. She's currently taking them to court. She might have a chance because she's got Elon Musk lawyers on her side. So Elon Musk lawyers fighting against Disney lawyers. Now that's a different story. So like what Rich was saying, it depends on money, how much money you got, what kind of lawyers you can afford, stuff like that. But this stuff is fascinating to me. Law fascinates me. It's why I used to love watching like Law and Order and stuff like that, because law fascinates me because I don't know how to explain it. I imagine it's the same reason why some people become lawyers, So Whiskey says officer discretion. Fabu says you got to imagine some lawyer at Lego headquarters who is just bored and trying to do their job. I mean, look, and a lawyer for Lego, they're just doing their job, man. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Jim Davis net worth $6.4 billion, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, nobody's taking any money from Jim Davis, dude. Hive, check out Games Workshops versus Paper House, where something lost a copyright and trademark lawsuit. There's all kinds of stuff like that going around. Like
legal precedent comes into it with that.
There was a really good one a while ago. I can't remember what it was about, but Extra Brick says, so maybe as long as it has custom prints on it. I don't know. And again, there's law, but then you got to remember a jury and a judge as well. I mean, there's just some things I don't know the answer to. Nick and Brick says, question, how would the panel define the Lego community? I'll start high school. That's how I would describe the Lego community. Anybody else got any descriptions they would like to use?
I think it has, I'm going to start on a positive note. I think it has its good points. Just like any community, you have your good people, you have your bad people. I think at its best, it's a great community, but you have those who
the thing that a lot of
here
people
for the Lego.
A lot of people
aren't just here for the Lego.
Yeah, the thing that a lot of people don't forget about, and myself included, is yes, the thing we all have in common is our love for Lego. But even our love for Lego is varied. We got Rich. He builds mocks. He'll buy some sets, of course, but clearly Rich is a mock builder, not even just like a little mock builder, right? You know, I don't even know what you'd call me. I'm just kind of everywhere. You know, but everybody's kind of unique in their own way about what they like, whether it's mocks, sets, speed builds, stop motion, reviews, you know, whatever the case may be. There's a ton of different stuff that we all can do in the Lego community. But the thing that really people forget is we're all different people. It's like we're all different people, man. And it doesn't matter how much each of us might love Lego. There are just some things like you just might not be compatible as, you know, with other people. There's some people, you know, that each one of us probably really can't hang out with, and not in a bad way. Just, you know, I don't know. Sometimes some people are more tolerant about other people's shortcomings than others. You know,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you know what? And this may be controversial. I think the Lego community is going through regentrification, if I can say that.
I
It
believe
used to be a quiet post-COVID. It was a quiet group of nerds that were people were more alike than non-alike before COVID. So now you have a community of people, even like myself, who are more outspoken. I see more content creators than I do enthusiasts. Now it's like, gosh, does anybody just love Lego, or is everything content creation?
So here's what doesn't make sense to me in that statue. There's a huge difference to me than influencer and content creator. I would look somebody like M&R as an influencer, and I'm more of a content creator because I'm actually creating things where he's just pretty much giving his opinion and buying things, which there's nothing wrong with either one of them. The thing that I think that people get or are realizing is there's a lot of money being made off of doing nothing.
Gosh.
Yeah. Well, I half agree with what you said, because yes, Ryan is definitely an influencer, but he also does create content. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. But he's not. He's like.
I get what you're saying.
Anytime you post a video, you're creating content. But he's not, like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, the difference between me and him is I'm building mocks and he's just kind of reviewing sets. All right,
I got a good example for you on not Lego related. So I watch a lot of, I'm sure a lot of us do. I watch a lot of stuff that isn't Lego related. So, and again, this isn't an insult. It's just observation. There's a difference between somebody that creates videos where they put time into the videos, where they edit, research, they bring you a story, they bring you content, right? That's different than somebody that sits in front of the screen and does reaction videos. Yeah. You know, not to say, because I love reaction videos. I watch them all the time, dude. All kinds of different ones, whether it's music, movies, you know.
Even whatever. If the thumbnail has like surprise faces or I'm pregnant faces in them.
But if I was to say, like, they put in more work than the guy that probably put 20 hours into a video, not even the editing, just the research and the filming and all that, you know. So, and that's probably a bad comparison, because Ryan definitely isn't just sitting in front of a screen not doing anything. I mean, Ryan definitely works very hard, but I get what Rich is saying. Ryan's not building mocks per se, you know what I mean, or something like that.
He's more of like a historian. He's letting you know history and facts.
Right. Which, by the way, Ryan, if you're watching, I really miss your news segment you used to have. I always liked his news. So, all right, let's real quick see what's going on in the comments. And we will get into hashtag celebrations. We got a live stream calendar to show, and we got our giveaway to do. So, let's see here. What was that? So we got Gina to go against Lego's lawyers, so we can just use Elon's attorneys. Dude, she's not gonna touch Lego. She ain't got no beef with Lego, man. Let's see. Nick Rick says, example, people who like me who just like comment and subscribe because I enjoy the content, but otherwise don't contribute to the community. I'd argue I'm in the fan community, not the creator. Yeah, I mean, I will tell you, the chat, it's hard for me to put into words just how much the chat means to me, because it's real easy to say, like, oh, you guys are important, and you know, blah, blah, like, but it's more than that, at least from my own experience. There are people out there that I miss a lot that, you know, dude, even though you're in the chat, man, if you're in the chat for years, like, yeah, it doesn't matter if I've ever met you in person. Like, even just in the chat, like you create like some sort of bond. So yeah, like there's a handful of people I can easily say like I don't see anymore, and I don't know what happened to them. I wonder from time to time. I hope they're okay. You know, I know it kind of goes back to like Falcon, but Falcon isn't even the same boat because Falcon's out there. You know what I mean? But like I'm just talking about people in the chat. So yeah. And all of you are such an integral part of, you know, everything that we do, not just because of views and engagement, but the community part, you know, I mean, like, you know, it's hard. Like I've mentioned, it's harder to do on Good Morning Brick World because this is a show. There's a lot of moving parts going on. But like when I have the Hive stream, like it feels a lot more intimate because I just talk to you guys a lot more. But yeah, I mean, and by the way, hello to Fab Blondie's Bricks. Interesting comment. It says the person that created all my Sigfig images doesn't create them anymore because Lego went after him. Yeah, look, I'm sure we're gonna probably repeat this more as time goes on, but I'm telling you guys, be careful. Look, even to the point where Ryan years ago, you know, he's talked about how they shut his channel down because he made a video about something that he bought at Target or something that I guess released early or whatever. Look, Lego doesn't care, man. Like they'll take your stuff down. And yeah, I think honestly, Rich hit the nail on the head with that one. What he was talking about. I think Lene hit the nail on the head with what she was talking about with, you know, land. You know, they're probably definitely going to put a lot more emphasis in the land. And then I've heard numerous people in the last few weeks tell me, whether it's publicly or messaged me or whatever, that Lego loves recognized fan media, not just land. Yeah. They love recognized fan media, and I could see why. I mean, I know everybody thinks it's me insulting them or nothing like that, but yeah, dude, if you're getting millions of dollars of free advertisement, and not only that, you know, just all the praise and everything else that they get from it, and that's just from land members. And there's us. I feel like, you know, I pretty much promote Lego product. Let's see. If Elon takes over Disney, how long will it take until we get a good Star Wars movie? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I'm so fizzled out with Star Wars now.
I lost my stickers.
What's that?
I lost my stickers. They were right here, and I lost
them. Lego took them, man.
They took the stickers back. Talk about us.
Is that? What's that?
I said, shouldn't have been talking crap.
Yep, talk about us. I can't believe I lost those stickers.
Southern Brick Guy says, is the minifig copyrighted? Yes, dude. Heck yes. A big yes. That's the one thing that the rest of the brick companies, I feel like, are just pulling their hair out about, because when it comes to the builds, even if they're not on par with the brick part with Lego, dude, Drewbrickz and all them guys, like, they make really great builds. Kobe, all them guys, man. I mean, insanely good builds, but they can't touch the minifigs. I've heard the Kobe ones are getting pretty good. I don't know, but yeah. Ryan has a vlogs channel too. Yep, yes, he does. Actually, he just had a new vlog pop up. With NIL and college football, could Lego sue me over my Sigfig? I wouldn't worry about you as an individual, Southern Brick Guy, unless you were like selling a bunch of stuff or whatever. But I wouldn't worry necessarily about individual stuff. I think Lego just has too many fish to catch, you know, and they're not going to worry about a lot of us. Like, I don't think Lego's going to swoop in and get me for my Lego hat. You know what I mean? You know, they might.
Take a screenshot. Everybody watching, take a screenshot.
People too. I will put this out there. I've like said something to Lene about it before too. There's also a difference in you doing stuff and then you tagging Lego in the stuff you do. If you tag Lego in the stuff you do, it's just like the people who like the Lego leakers, for instance, they use the hashtag Lego leaks, which, don't get me wrong, that's how people are going to find them. But at the same time, that's how people are going to find them. Yeah. I mean, and look, I remember a long time ago, I don't know, I want to say a year or so after I started my channel, and if you go into analytics, you can see different websites or whatever that look at your channel. And I remember seeing lego.com, like, checking out my channel. And at first I remember I used to be like, wow, Lego's looking at my channel. And then after a while I was like,
wait a minute, Lego's
looking at my channel.
I was like, oh no.
I mean, it goes back to whenever the whole Lego Masters thing went down, and the woman contacted me, and they're like, "Well, we've been watching your videos," and I'm like, "You watched my videos and thought it was a good idea to contact me? Are you sure?"
Oh man. So Pinkle says, I think COVID brought in a lot of new people to AFOL DOM. I'm not sure what that means. I think it's great, but I feel the tension between the old school AFOLs and new AFOLs. Personally, I'm thankful of new voices, being a woman. Yeah, definitely women have exploded into the Lego field, which is great.
She hit something on the head with that second one. Because I understand it, especially because now everyone that's watches my stream knows that me and Drew go over people's mocks. And she says what grinds her grits about the Lego YouTubers that come to conventions to use other people's mocks as their content with no credit to builders. It's getting better, but it is a problem.
Yeah.
Yes. And some of those are in the land. I was shocked. There's a person who does that a lot.
And look, me personally, I understand it's kind of difficult if you're just, like swooping by or something. But if you're going to like really show a mock, or highlight it, and especially if you're taking pictures and posting them, because look, videos can be difficult sometimes, because you got to edit in names or whatever. I mean, it should be fairly easy enough to try and at least showcase the tag or whatever that has their name on it. But I understand video footage can be a little tricky sometimes. But you definitely need to try. But if you're taking pictures, for crying out loud, you can tag these people. Like, that's just disrespectful. I mean, like, again, I understand some things happen, but if you're just blatantly showing pictures of mocks that people spent countless hours on, countless money on, and especially if you're monetizing it, like, that is the big line that I feel if you're crossing. If you're going to make money off someone else's work. Like,
anytime you go to a convention, people have a card that is out in front of their mock that says their name. And I guarantee you, if they have a channel, there's something there that shows their channel or their Instagram or something. So there's no reason not to, other than just being lazy.
Yeah, because I remember like at Chicago and stuff when we were doing Good Morning Brick World and we were showing stuff. Again, I know it's hard. So a lot of times you just have to pause the video to see some stuff because there's so many mocks, you know what I mean? Like but I would swoop down and show every card that I could, for the mock. It's just, like I said, the biggest thing that really makes me mad is when people monetize their stuff off somebody else and they don't even credit. Like, can you imagine? And this has happened. I've seen this happen in our community where there's like somebody that's a small creator and they're trying to build something, or create a fan base or whatever. And then they create this beautiful mock, and then anybody like uses it, gets freaking 1 million views off of it. You know what I mean? Well, and this poor creator they don't even get no recognition.
I will say we've said some bad things about the community in that aspect, but one of the really good things is there's a lot of people that will go out there. I mean, there's 40 people watching this. None of our feeds are the same. Now, we might follow a lot of the same people, but there's also a lot of people we don't. Right. And a lot of the times people will simply take and almost like okay, well, I posted something that Hive built and I don't tag Hive in it, but Brick Babe sees it. She's going to tag Hive in it. Like, a lot of people are putting other people's name in there.
Right.
And what I was reading what Pink Wills just said about the mock cards need to have like tags now. I think it would be even easier with the ability to do things in the way they print them. Now, I already have a QR code that I built that I put beside my stuff so people can find it. But the tags in the little cards that they print out would be so easy to send them a link and them to add a QR code to the card.
Yeah. And again, a lot of it's just intention. Like, at least try. It's just at least try. I just, like I said, it's just really, it's wrong. Personally, what grinds my grits about Lego YouTubers that come to conventions, sees other people's mocks, their content with no credit to builders is getting better, but it's still a problem. Yeah, I agree. Mr. Kevin, yeah, I know, Mr. And look, Mr. Hinkle, he still does live streams and art and stuff like that. You know, go find him, go sub to him. The only reason I'm never there is because he's always doing it like kind of early when I'm at work, and I get the notification because I have his notification bell on, but I just, you know, I'm working. I think LAN is going to phase out lugs in primary support.
I don't think that at all.
Well, look, we need this conspiracy hat thing. I don't look, and I'm speaking really lightly on this because I am not in a lug. I don't know much about the inner workings of lugs, but I was just, the only reason I'm even saying anything is because of the quarterly report, or the quarterly, what was it? Brick Bay, remember you were telling us the first quarter, second quarter, they weren't doing the AFOL day.
Yep.
Well, see, I don't think that has so much to do with them not doing the AFOL day as them trying to do other things. So we've already got information that they are doing an AFOL day. They're not doing it for the first quarter because it was over, but they're going to be doing an AFOL day. But it's just like everybody was saying that they are canceling lug bulk. They're not canceling lug bulk. They're trying to find another way to do it. Lug bulk is really nice, and it's really like a good thing. But as a lug in general, I don't think they could get rid of lugs or try to cut them down as much as people are thinking they're doing, just because all the LAN members that you see on Instagram and all that are promoting their sets, correct? They're all doing their, you know, hey, Lego just came out with this Viking village. It's awesome. Go buy it.
Well,
so Lego is doing good in that. But think about if Lego shuts down lugs, their whole entire pick-a-brick is pointless.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's say they don't shut down lug, but what if they shut down the free bulk stuff? Would people still get the lug?
It's not free. Nothing's free.
No, but you guys get a heavy discount, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
I've seen lug meetings. I'm saying every one, but I've seen lug meetings where they give out sets and stuff like that.
So Lego will donate sets to a lug for them to give to lug members, but it's not like, I mean, you're not getting an Avengers Tower or anything like that. You're getting like a $20 mech to give out.
Well, the stuff I've seen are all just little sets. I mean, and you know, I mean, because even the medium-sized sets now are like, you know, 50, 60, $70 or so. But no, what I mean is like, clearly, I mean, I've had people tell me, I'm not going to call out people's names, but people tell me like that's why they're in a lug, because they get, you know, all this bulk for cheap or free almost, you know what I mean? Like, so if Lego said, okay, look, we're not going to stop lug, but, you know, we're not giving out this discount stuff anymore, or not donating all this stuff anymore because we're trying to cut corners to save as much money as possible, would people still be in the lugs? You know,
I think that they're trying to, I mean, I didn't get in a lug for lug bulk. It is very nice. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
But I think that the thing that they're trying to do is they had a problem that they couldn't figure out how to combat it. That's the whole point. They were having the rules were being that they set out were being easily broke because they didn't have a way to enforce them. And now they are coming up with these ways to enforce them to make things better, and it's going to shut out a bunch of the BS that they don't want there. And that's 100% like that's being done as we speak. And if anybody thinks that isn't happening, you're completely wrong. I have seen stuff where lugs get shut down because of some sketchy stuff that was going on that shouldn't have been going down, that was in the rules that they shouldn't.
Yeah, I've heard about that also.
So you do need to follow their rules, and you do need to follow the way they do it. I think that they are. I think that in the next year or two, I don't think it'll happen as quick as, you know, this year, but in the next year or two, to be in a lug and actually be recognized by Lego and helped out by Lego will be more difficult to get into. And it'll be something that Lego wants to see which, I mean, they do now to some extent, but it can be easily faked. Lego wants to see what you're doing with their product. I mean, if you use lug bulk or whatever, and this is just completely like made up, but if you go on there and you buy 9,000 masonry bricks, they want to know why you bought 9,000 masonry bricks, not that you just bought them.
Well, I figure you're doing something with them. You're not just going to buy them and just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, they want to see that because you can't sell them. You can't.
Right. I just the thing that kind of itches my brain a little bit is because like Lego can just go to Brick World Chicago and see what everybody's doing with their Lego pieces. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. It's almost like an inventorial logistical type of thing.
Well, I mean, to be in a lug, the ambassador or the president, whichever one has is taking the role, which I'm pretty sure it's the ambassador, is supposed to be uploading things to a Lego forum.
Yeah, there's
supposed to be
like
showing what the
requirements.
community is doing.
Yeah. And that makes sense. You know what I mean? If I was Lego and I was supporting, lugs and stuff like that, I would not just general feedback, but yeah, like more analytical type stuff. Like, yeah, we need to make sure you guys are doing something with all this stuff that we're providing, and including engagement with the members as well. So again, I don't really know all the ins and outs per se, but I just know what a lot of people have told me. By the way, Firebird Bricks, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I want to piggyback off. Go ahead.
I was just saying, just got to call the people out who don't want to credit Mock Builders. Little public shaming has gone a long way in the past. Yeah, I'll definitely shame anybody. Go ahead.
No, I was to piggyback off of what Rich said just about the use of product, and even when he said about land, when he said they're promoting the product, I think where the rubber's going to meet the road and Lego's going to hit a brick wall, I think the majority of land members are promoting themselves. They just happen to be using a Lego product, and I think that's what they're going to see, and that's what they're going to crack down on. Because a lot of these people are just promoting themselves.
Yeah.
To grow their channels because they're getting paid. It's double dipping. So I get a free product from Lego.
That's where me and Lene are on the same exact page, and I think Hive is to a certain extent is Lego. We've talked about it. Land. How many times have we done a land member content? Like we've.
And we're not hating on land members.
No, we're not. But how many times have we used like land as like the theme? There's no, I don't care what anybody says. As a land member, if you are building sets and you are posting them and what you think about them, you are giving a product review, but I don't think you are really benefiting the Lego community whatsoever.
Wait, so here's my thing. So with Lego land members, I think you have to have a certain ability about you, and that's what Lego's getting. And I think where rubber meets the road, it's like, well, you have to have a big personality. You have to have ABC in order to see this. Now, have I ever bought something personally because I saw a land member have it? No, but I know people outside, they want to reach outside, and even in my personal feed. So my Instagram feed, I have multiple accounts. My personal Instagram feed is a lot different from my Lego Instagram feed. My TikTok feed is a lot different from my personal, not from my Lego Instagram feed, and it's blending more. I'm starting to see a lot of Lego kind of fall into the personal. It's not because I view Lego here. I've been in Lego community for years now, and I've just never seen this much. So I don't want to say it's working, but it's crazy how you're seeing that transition where it's becoming more and more popular.
I've been thinking about this too, because we've talked about this, like Rich said, we've talked about this plenty of times. I think
the Pharrell movie.
All right, I don't think. All right,
let me say this real quick. The thing that I vision it needing to be, so let's say Lego gave us all 4 the Viking Village, and they wanted us all to do a land style video. All right. So Lene and Mo are both going to do something completely different because they mainly use Instagram, which means you have 2.5-3 minutes to show what a $220 set is going to include, and y'all are not going to go over the same thing that I'm going to go over at all, because when I build a set, the things that I look at is the Lion Knight's Castle is a perfect example, is the use of pieces to make shapes, to make things work, how they I guess manipulate pieces in an illegal way to do things that they're not meant to be doing.
That's the first thing I was going to cover. The first thing.
No, it isn't. Not at all. You're gonna be like, look, it comes with a blue goat. and then again, like when it comes to like the land, if you watch 5 land videos about one set, all 5 land videos are pretty much the same thing.
I mean, you'll get the whatever unique sort of personality maybe of the individual, but the format is pretty much the same. But look,
and I'll be the first to say this, David Hall at Solid Brick Studios is the one person that I will honestly say you can watch a Lego review video on YouTube of his, and it might be 15 minutes, but you're going to get all the info you want to know about that set.
I know. And look, land members, I'm sorry. I don't mean this to be rude, but if I'm going to watch a review and want a completely completely non-biased, honest review, I'm generally going to go to somebody that's not sponsored by Lego. Sorry. Even if I feel like you might tell the truth, I just don't even want an inclination of, you know, you might be swayed into saying something, you know, too soft or too whatever, you know what I mean? Just to, you know. Now, do I think that LAN members help sell Lego as far as like new type members or whatever, new people? Not really, maybe to a point. What I think they do is kind of throw gasoline on the FOMO fire and stuff. I think that they create a lot of not new people coming in, not like, oh, I didn't know that set. Like we all pretty much know, if you follow Lego, you know what's kind of coming out. It's not like they're going to bring anything new as far as that goes. You know what I mean? But the hype, you know what I mean? The FOMO, the completionist part, you know, the veil of, we're not going to say anything really too critically about it. Cause like I said, even generally when I see stuff about, if they say something about the prices, it's not real prevalent. You know what I mean? It's usually almost like a thought in passing, despite what the thumbnails might say. All right, look, we do need to get into some other stuff. Let me just go over on the chat real quick, just to make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, there's some really good comments out here. They want to make sure people aren't selling the bricks. Lego gives the lugs small Lego sets, just like, you know, samples to get the addiction started. It's a gateway drug. Rula, what's going on? How you doing? You were laughing at that comment. LAN has zero to do with community and everything to do with inexpensive marketing reach. Jang is GOAT. Look, I constantly try and make sure I say this, and I feel like even people up there that are critical about LAN and stuff, it's nothing personal. Every LAN member that, you know, if I critique LAN and stuff, the LAN members themselves, the people, I love them. You know what I mean? Like, not all of them, but a lot of them, man, they make wonderful content. They're wonderful people. It's the Lego thing hanging above their head. Usually it is. I'm like, but you know, it's nothing personal. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a lot of people that really don't like a lot of the stuff I say, but might still be my friend. You know, it's nothing personal. They just really disagree with stuff I say, you know? And sometimes, you know, it's just how it is. If you want to watch a commercial that's entertaining and fun, check out LAN. If you want everything else, avoid LAN stuff. All right, so okay, let's go ahead and do a few things. We got stuff to do, and we got only like 15 minutes early till we got to get out of here. So, all right, we are going to let's do celebrations. We'll do that. Right on. Yes, happy celebrations to everybody that was in that. Also, we're getting ready to do the hashtag, but I wanted to say before we do the giveaway in a bit, Brick Bunnies TV, you won the last giveaway, and I saw you on the Hive stream the other night. I don't know if you heard me or not, but please reach out to me on Instagram, because I just want to make sure that I have the right PO box. I want to make sure nothing changed before I send it to you. I just gotta have some confirmation. I don't want to just send it and it go to the wrong place. And real quick, also, London Bridge Bricks. I should just not just do this, but Greg, if you're watching, I inquired again about the package I sent out to London that went to China instead. So apparently, they're telling me it's coming back to me now, which I will have a talk with the post office, because if they think I'm going to pay another $40 to send this thing back out, they are sadly mistaken. So well, they
it's $95 now because you owe them for sending it to China.
Oh my God.
I would love to be in that post office. Go live.
Oh my God, dude. So anyways, yeah. So Greg, if it comes back to me, I'll get it back out to you, dude. All right. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and we will do hashtag. So we got hashtag Minifig Mug Monday.
Roll it.
Oh, yeah. I meant to tell you, some of these were awesome. I don't know how everybody keeps coming up with new mugs. It's like every time I turn around, there's a new mug.
I love it. And these mugs are like artwork. Well, not that one, but.
Is that a Lego mug?
Uh-huh. I have all the colors.
Oh my gosh.
They're like studs. It's supposed to be like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. What the duck?
He said that's his wife's mug, but he was like, he took a picture. And they get so creative.
I
like,
know.
Jesse's another one who gets really creative. He builds like mocks around his mug.
I know. They're so great.
And it's from all over the world. That's the other thing I enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, I swear it feels like we never get a repeat almost. Or just there's so many I can't remember.
That is Wayne.
Yeah, there's Wayne. Oh,
The Courtney's so cute.
doggy. Oh, speaking of doggies, man, if you guys haven't seen Adorable's new dog, Walter, dude, my head exploded. That dog was so cute.
I gotta
look
go
at that
check
dude.
Walter out.
I love that.
So cool. That's the other thing. People don't know you can use the Lego mug. It's minifig. Just you don't have to have a mug.
Yeah, it's just as long as there's a mug in it. It could be a real mug, a Lego mug, a whatever mug. It could
Mug
be your
shot if you
it
want
could
to
be
show
your
that
mug
off.
shot. Dude, yeah. Like,
No,
there's my mug.
Please.
What'd you say, Rich?
I said, please send the mug shots.
Yeah, we're open-minded. We want to see it.
All right. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's do the live stream calendar. Then we'll do the giveaway. So let me get that pulled up here. Make sure I got the volume on this time, so we can hear Brick and Brood's lovely, lovely voice. All right. Oh, get out of the way. There we go.
Welcome to the A Full Streaming Guide for the week of February 26th to March 3rd.
Please note that all times are in Eastern Standard Time Zone and are subject to change. So see description for updates. Now let's get into this week's streaming guide.
Monday on Twitch at 4 a.m. Billsy.
4 p.m. King Olddorf of Game Time. 8 p.m. Titanium J. 8:30 p.m. Jeans Version. On Instagram at 9 p.m. Mom and Mo. YouTube at 8 p.m. Old Gray Bricks. Tuesday on Twitch at 4 p.m. Jake Studs. 6 p.m. Bricks. 8 p.m. Lightning JR. On YouTube at 5 p.m. Michael J Productions. 8 p.m. Johnny Builds. And 10 p.m. Bigonomics. Wednesday on Twitch at 4 a.m. Billsy. On Instagram at 6 a.m. Rainbow Bricks Lug. On YouTube at 3 p.m. Mockheads. 8 p.m. we have 3 shows: Quick Build Bricks, Click and Clip, and Bearded Brix. At 9 p.m. we have 3 more shows: 2 Figs 1 Set on the ELPN channel, Bricksmith, and Canadian Brick Builders. Thursday on Instagram at 7 a.m. The Brick Shelf and Friends. 8 p.m. Bricks Why Not and Virginia Bricks. On YouTube at 3:30 p.m. Family Bricks. And then at 8 p.m. we have 3 more shows: The Basic Brick on the ELPN channel, Old Gray Bricks, and a couple of Brickheads. And then at 9 p.m. Ben's Brick Designs.
Friday on YouTube at 1 p.m. A Full Podcast. 2:30 p.m. London Calling. 7 p.m. Friday Night Bricks. 8 p.m. Building with Buds. 9 p.m. Real Whole Egg simulcasted on Twitch. 10 p.m. Full of Brick.
Saturday on Twitch at 8 a.m. we have Tasman Bricks. 9 a.m. Brook Bricks. 3 p.m. Matt Mellish. And 8 p.m. Lightning JR. On Instagram at 4:30 a.m. Claire Lego Mom, The Brick Shelf, Lego Auto Hoss, Cooking with Bricks, and Bricks Why Not. On YouTube at 5 p.m. Top Brick. 6:30 p.m. The CPA Full Podcast. 9 p.m. A Full After Dark. 10 p.m. Macro Builds. Instagram at 8:30 p.m. Build Away the Sunday Scaries. On YouTube at 10 a.m. Good Morning Brick World. 11 a.m. Ben's Brick Designs. 1 p.m. Tricky Bricks. 2 p.m. Fab Blondie's Bricks. 3 p.m. Hallow Time on the ELPN channel. 3:30 p.m. The Brick Bods. 7 p.m. Hollin' and Ballin'. And at 9 p.m. we have 2 shows: Clickin' and Brickin' and Moments of the Magic. That's been the streaming guide for this week. Take care.
Rock on, rock on. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and we'll hop on over to the giveaway.
I can't stand this part.
I didn't see your. I didn't see you on the members, so I guess you don't have to worry.
I'm a member.
Really?
Yeah. Y'all know I have an account that I use that I don't keep money in. So when I get the notification, it didn't go through. I pay it.
All right. I'll double check here. Let me put you back in here because I didn't see
Brick
it.
Hive, are we doing this?
I check it every Sunday, so that or
She's
not every
got money
Sunday,
in a checking and a savings, and the way that it's set up is if she transfers to her checking account, it takes 4 to 5 business days.
No, it's a
Ah.
whole separate account. I just let it come out of that account. And I
I mean,
forget
it wasn't
about
like
it.
that. I just was like, well, you're not on there, so I gave what you in there. All right. Let's see here.
Y'all see how they do me.
I know. I'm sorry. All right. So we have 39 entries. This is not last person standing,
40.
just because of time frame. It's going to be the first person we pick. I do have the count down to I think about 20, 25 seconds or something like that. So once we spin, we'll see who gets it. All right. Everybody ready?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Boo.
Round and round and round. Who's it gonna be?
Who is it?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is it gonna be Brightest Witch Bricks? She's never won, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna stop on the yellow.
Congratulations, Brightest Witch Bricks. Look,
Lauren
she's been a member
won.
for a long time, man. She's never won. So
Put the next
dude, that makes me happy, to see people that have never won before. Because we have had a few members that have won more than once. So Brightest Witch Bricks. Congrats. I can't see anything. Hold on a minute. All right. Let me put myself on the Jumbotron real quick. So Brightest Witch Bricks, this is your winning. You get this Ninjago figure. You get this poly bag. And then you get this Christmas fun VIP add-on pack. So thank you for being a member. Appreciate you very much. I'm pretty, I don't know. I might have your address. I don't know if I've ever sent anything to you or not. I know you've sent me stuff before, but I don't know. But regardless, Lauren, if I don't hear from you, I'll reach out to you. So yes, congratulations.
Congrats.
Yes, and I think that's it. We got 5 minutes left. So I don't know. Anybody got any closing comments about any of the stuff we talked about today? Anything you guys want to, before we get to shout outs and plugs? I mean, is there anything you guys want to?
Yeah,
Reiterate?
I think we should support each other. I'm trying to say it right. I think no matter what, whether you're a land member, small business, I think one of the things that makes our community so cohesive is that, like Rich said, we support each other. There's always a set of eyes. If somebody sees something, they'll mention it. If we see a sale going on, we're going to post it. I think we should continue to support each other and strive just to be cohesive. Like I've said, we're not going to share the same opinion. You're not going to like what I say. You know, you may not even like me as a person. But I think we should continue to respect each other. Bye, Rich. Just bye. I think we should continue to respect and look out for each other.
No, that's I agree. At least to a point. But that's just the cynical side of me. But no, I do agree that we should all be embracing and support each other, at least as much as possible. I think the reason our community, and look, I watch a lot of communities, man. Different collectible communities, different like digital communities, different whatever communities. And like, I'm not lying, man. I'm pretty sure like the Lego community is like definitely the strongest community out of all of them and the closest, you know what I mean? Yes, we have our drama, we have our problems, we have our cliques and all this and that, but we are definitely a huge community that is interlocked, no pun intended, to where we do support each other. We're friendly with each other. We hang out with each other. We go to conventions. We see each other, we give each other hugs, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it is kind of like high school in a way, but I feel like at least the Lego community is like a really big public school, a melting pot full of different people, whereas a lot of other types of communities are more like really enclosed private schools that aren't as open. I don't know. So yeah, I totally agree with you about that. All right, well, let's go around the panel. Mr. Bearded Brix, you got anything you want to plug, shout out?
I've got about 5 scripts wrote on some videos that I'm going to do for some Brickmania kits that are long form. I've got a video that I have been putting together for about about 3 or 4 days now that is going to include another big YouTuber. I am trying to get some content done. I was down here last night and my wife came down here, helped me clean up a lot, and I came down here to film, and I got really discouraged because the fact that I've been posting every day on YouTube with these reels, or shorts, I think it's starting to hurt me. They went from like 5,000 a piece down to like 300, and I don't understand why.
Are they all different, or is it?
Yeah, they're all different. I mean, I'm going to keep doing it either way. I was just like, what the crap? But
I don't understand the analytical stuff with shorts and reels and all that, because you see some stuff that you're like, really? You know what I mean? They get millions, and then you get other stuff that's really good stuff, and it doesn't seem to get any views. And I'm not talking about just my stuff. I'm just talking about stuff out there. I see not everybody's, but I see a lot of shorts, and I'm like, dude, that is a really great short. Why has it only got like 100 views, man? And then I see another one. I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. 2 million views. I'm like, what the hell?
That's if I put in any kind of effort, like Instagram is a perfect example. If I put any kind of effort into a video, it'll maybe get like 10,000. But if I slap like a funny movie quote, and my wife is told me not to buy any more Lego, it's at like 850,000, and I'm like, what in the heck?
I almost feel like it's a guilty pleasure with some of the stuff, like the stuff about not buying Lego or hiding it. Like that seems to be a big one, man. And I almost wonder if it's just people feel guilty. They're like, oh, now I don't feel so guilty. They do it too. It's like, I don't get it, man, but. Because I keep saying there's truth behind a lot of that stuff. Might not be exactly true, but I feel like Lego's expensive.
I keep thinking about doing this video of me being down here and like it just filming me build something, and Haley come down here and be like, "What is this?" and throw a receipt down and slap me, and me just like fall out of the chair, and that just be like the video sitting still for a while and see what happens. But I feel like that's too much work for it to. Like, it probably won't do nothing.
I will say I really did like the one where you had the minifigures building that tank. That was different and interesting.
The one thing about the shorts is I'm way ahead on the shorts.
They're different than the reels, right? I always get the stuff.
Well, I put a lot more on Instagram than I put on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I do have it shows right now that I only have 2 vehicles built, but I've actually got 9 built, and there is a minifigure building a tank on each one. I was gonna do it stop motion, but it was taking too long, so it's just like
but you did it well. I mean, you can clearly see kind of what was going on, and plus just the aesthetics of it. You know what I mean? You had even like the noise of the truck backing up, and you had them on the chain, and yeah, dude, it was really well done. By the way, Shy says, hey, I finally had a high effort short with 1 million views.
That's awesome.
Congrats, Shy. That's awesome. I love to see people get their comings ups. Did I say that right? I don't know if that's the right terminology, but look, Shy puts a lot of effort.
Yeah, he's paid his dues,
and his filming, his production, his editing, and all that. So clearly, yeah, that's awesome, man. Glad to hear it. Mo, lights, camera, Lego. Anything you want to promote, shout out, talk about?
Mommy Mo's tomorrow at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time on Instagram Live, and I think that is pretty much it.
How's everything been going, like with work and stuff? I mean, I'm sorry, I wanted to talk to you a little bit more during the show, but it's just we start running our mouths, man. But how are you doing with everything else? You doing okay?
Yeah, work is going well. It's had transitions coming for work, so I'm trying to brace myself from that. I'm losing my favorite boss in A-Fall. Well, not my favorite A-Fall, because Molly's my favorite A-Fall.
I'm your favorite A-Fall.
So,
Rich, I thought Rich was going to be.
I was about to say, it's really okay that she could be number 3 or 4.
I ain't gonna lie, I would laugh my butt off. But anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Other than that, yeah. So other than that, that's fine. And then school's going well thanks to photography. I use like Lego as kind of my subjects for photography, so that gets me a lot more content on Instagram. So yeah, that's cool.
I love your photographs, by the way.
Thank you so much.
You definitely have an eye for it. Is that something that you're wanting to pursue more? Like, you should. I think photography is one of the most interesting art forms out there. And I know this is kind of like a cliche thing to say, because people probably say it all the time, but the most fascinating thing about pictures, man, is that snapshot in time. Like, it's a time machine. Like, I always regret I don't take enough pictures of not like selfie pictures, but just like we have wedding photos, but we don't really take a lot of pictures when we do stuff. I don't know why. We just, I guess, live in the moment too much. But like, I wish we did, because there's snapshots in time, and you don't get those back. You know what I mean?
I always joke all the time about like, you know, like M&R has got someone that like films him, and I'm always like, man, I should like pay someone to do that, because like I mean,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, me and Legion went and hung out all day, and I didn't get one picture. I got like a couple things for a video, but it's not even enough to make like a 2 minute long. I mean, it's not even enough to really make a 30-second long video. I'm just like, well, I failed there.
I was lucky enough that when I was, I think, around 16 or so, like me and some friends, we made a lot of skateboard videos, and every once in a while, you know, I'll pull out like a VHS. I mean, it's been a long time now, but I'll pull out a VHS tape, pop it in, you know what I mean? And just, you watch something from when you were a kid, and it's just so bizarre that you get to see that, because you're so lucky, because people, you know, as you get older, man, your memories start to fade and stuff, you know, even before you get old, it's just hard to remember everything, you know? So anyways, but yeah, that's awesome. No, I can't wait to see what more you do in the future with that. Brick Babe, what you got to talk about? What you got to say?
What she said. I think you said enough. What she said.
You can skip her anyway. It'll be all right.
Oh, I do have something. He's not here, so make sure that you check Drew out. He normally does a great segment. He's not feeling well, but still go to his page if you haven't subscribed. Drewbrickz with a Z. Check him out. He has this show with some other guy on Wednesday, but you know, go and support Drew, even if you don't like the other guy.
For a second, I thought he was going to change his name to Drew Dogs. I was like, "Are you changing your name?" But then I saw it was just like the shirt thing.
Yeah, he has his stories. Vote on the shirt.
Dude, who would have thought that the hot dog thing would have?
Dude, I had no idea how in the heck, like me and him, like that was such like an organic, random thing. Like we just kept seeing the fact that Lego had like hot dogs in every set. And then he was just randomly one day, like we were talking, he was like, dude, I'd give that 9 out of 10 hot dogs. And it like it's
but yeah, Drew's link is in the description with everybody else's, so definitely go check him out. All right, well, as far as me, I just put out a video about clickbait and facial expressions. A lot of people seem to have gotten a kick out of it.
Yeah, I didn't know Shy was pregnant. That's crazy.
Dude, you know what's funny about that is like both the Shy ones I put in there was just him holding that money up. And I did it the first one when they asked about the proposal. Like somebody proposed to me. So I was like, yeah, money. And then like the pregnant part, like, yeah, money. Everybody seemed to like the Brixie one the most. The on probation face.
I wonder why.
Anyway, so yeah, I put out that video. I got a week in review coming up. I just didn't get a chance to finish editing it, so I might have it out today. I'm still working on the stop motion. I'm about halfway through it, but it's a long one. I mean, it's gonna be at least a few minutes long. So, like, not me building it, but just the whole video itself. So, but yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate all of you very much for being with us today. As always, I'm going to go ahead and throw out the outro. The outro is where we highlight everybody's the members' names against whatever background I seem to have. So, but like I said, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you next week. Peace out.